You'll get these 9 feelings when you're with the wrong person, even if you don't want to believe it. People frequently fall in love, and as poetic as it may sound, we still believe in fairy tales and wish for them to exist. We are a species of entirely consumed creatures that want to surrender into someone else's feeble arms. We are constantly on the lookout for golden armor in the shape of love. Love is unpredictable. It strikes when you least expect it. We frequently fall in love with someone we never intended to be with. We want it to be lovely and pretty, yet love can also be frightening. Sometimes the person we believe is ideal for us or the one for us turns out to be the wrong one. Maybe you're in a similar scenario. We all have dating doubts, but if you are experiencing any of the following feelings, you may be wasting your time with the wrong person. 1. Lack of emotional connection. Every happy, successful relationship requires a strong emotional connection. Even if the guy you're currently dating is a wonderful person, if you don't connect emotionally, there's a strong chance he's not the one for you. So, what exactly do I mean by emotional connection? You're tuned in. You don't always need to communicate to understand your partner's thoughts and feelings. It just comes naturally. You feel safe being vulnerable with him. He shows empathy and appears to get you. If you don't agree with the above, it's possible that his emotional maturity abilities aren't quite there yet or don't match your level. Even if he attempts to be sympathetic or encourage you to open up, if you're simply not feeling the connection, it's an indication he's not right for you. 2. You're secretly hoping they'll change. It is impossible to expect to love everything about your partner, but you must accept everything about them. This includes their habits, nuances, peculiarities, and idiosyncrasies. We've all got them. The problem comes when there are fundamental characteristics or tendencies in a person that you just can't get past, or that make you incompatible. You ignored them when the relationship began because you were so enthusiastic about this new person and having so much fun together. You'd go out and have a good time, celebrate significant occasions, have great sex, laugh until you cried, and cuddle till you fell asleep. After a while, you settled into your real-life circumstances together. When the boiling water ceased to bubble, you could see what was beneath the surface once again. So you're currently with someone who has things that you hope will change eventually. But you know they won't, since they're settled into your partner's identity. You smile and endure it through the days, hoping that tomorrow will be different. However, this is not the case. At this point, you should consider how long you can reasonably hang on to something you know isn't right. How much tension or worry are you ready to put up with while you merely tolerate your relationship, hoping for that magical moment when they turn into the person you secretly wish they were? Truly loving someone means loving them as they are now, rather than secretly wishing they will change into someone different tomorrow. If you can't accept them for who they are, let them leave and find someone who can. 3. Your relationship is an on-again, off-again saga that will never end. It always feels fantastic to get back together after a breakup and give it another try. But the harsh reality is that an on-again, off-again cycle is bad for everyone. The risk with on-again, off-again relationships is that you are unknowingly conditioning yourself to return to what does not work. Instead of admitting that something isn't working, you lean into the relief and hope that the wonderful feelings will remain. If you frequently break up and get back together, think about breaking the pattern cold turkey. While it's difficult to let go, you'll quickly realize that you feel so much better without all the ups and downs. 4. You don't feel like you can be yourself. Your friends say you've changed. You are always careful what you say and how you act since your partner is always on your case or has been critical of you in the past. Even after months of dating, you never feel entirely relaxed around them. If you can't be yourself around your significant other, it's time to reconsider what you're doing and why. No one is worth this much sacrifice. 5. Different modes of communication. Let me tell you about a friend of mine named Susan. Susan found a wonderful man, the sort of man she had been longing for years. Except for one thing, he's a guy of few words. Susan, on the other hand, appreciates hearing how much she is loved and cared for. Susan felt like there was something lacking in her relationship, despite the fact that the amazing guy was there for her and showed her love in his own way. She was not receiving the comfort and attention she desired and needed. Is this, in a roundabout manner, comparable to your situation? Great men do not necessarily have open and straightforward communication abilities. And let's be honest, it's quite difficult to develop a happy, satisfied relationship without aligned communication skills. 6. You communicate your needs, yet nothing ever changes. There's nothing wrong with being hopeful, especially when it comes to personal things. Waiting for your partner to change, on the other hand, is a recipe for heartbreak. In a healthy relationship, you and your partner will voice your specific concerns and work together to solve problems. But if you love the wrong person, you may have all the difficult conversations you want and express your worries as much as you want, but nothing will change. That's because you can never truly hope to change a person. The majority of people are hesitant to change on their own. In instances like this, it's critical to recognize that this might be a long-awaited breakup in disguise. You must eventually be honest with yourself about where this relationship is or is not heading. 7. You are as different as night and day. He enjoys going out every night and sleeping late. You like to stay at home and get an early start. He wants to spend 7 evenings a week with you, but you like spending time with your friends. Compatibility is a necessary component of a good and peaceful union, and if you and your partner have numerous fundamental differences, it may make things more difficult. 8. You never plan your future together. It is natural to begin thinking about the future as a relationship after a certain period of time together. If you've been with your partner for a long and don't see how you'll ever work together, it might be time to reconsider why you're with this person and what you're truly searching for. 9. Your instincts are whispering, "Get out." Finally, if your gut tells you that he's not the one, trust it. I wholeheartedly advise all women and men to listen to and tune into their intuition. Even though we don't always comprehend it, it's one of the greatest guides we have. Do not disregard your intuition for too long and continue to approach things logically. He was a wonderful person. We should technically be a good match. He was quite nice to me. Love is not always logical. Even if everything appears to be in order on paper, if your heart isn't in it, it's time to move on. And hey, consider this. He's not the only amazing man in the world. You'll discover someone who makes you happy, who you can't get enough of, and who treats you the way you deserve to be treated. Letting him go frees him up to find someone more suited for him. So don't feel awful about making the decision to leave. You'll be doing the right thing, especially if you resonate with all the points mentioned in the video. Well, that's all about it. Thanks for watching.